Michael Burry lashes out at Raoul Pal about crypto crash. Raoul Pal responds to Michael Burry's call for a crypto crash. Raoul Pal, CEO and co-founder of Real Vision, gives his take on why Michael Burry's call for a crash in the cryptocurrency market is wrong, and he explains the difference between a crypto market and an equity market. Today we're going to talk all about what fight is going on between Michael Burry and Raoul Pal about the crypto crash. So watch the video till the end, because today's video is going to be the bomb. Welcome to Michael Burry Secrets, your daily dose of Michael Burry. If you're interested in everything around Burry, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Michael Burry secrets, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the financial world. Watch the video till the end, and make sure to hit the like button if you want to be a millionaire within the next 3 years. Don't forget to enable all notifications to join our weekly cash giveaway pinned in the comments. Now let's get to our topic. Michael Burry has always been vocal about his disbelief in cryptocurrencies. The Big Short investor Michael Burry pondered in a tweet, "How do you short a cryptocurrency?" Burry deleted his Twitter account shortly after asking the Twitter community on Wednesday, "Do you have to secure a borrow? Is there a short rebate? Can the position be squeezed and called in? In such volatile situations, I tend to think it's best not to short, but I'm thinking out loud here." Days before, Bitcoin hit exceeding $60,000. The Big Short investor Michael Burry pondered in a tweet, "How do you short a cryptocurrency?" Burry deleted his Twitter account shortly after asking the Twitter community on Wednesday, "Do you have to secure a borrow? Is there a short rebate? Can the position be squeezed and called in? In such volatile situations, I tend to think it's best not to short, but I'm thinking out loud here." Burry clarified to CNBC Friday, "I've not been shorting cryptocurrencies at all, and I'm not now." However, he said that he believes cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, are in a bubble, and that most in it do not understand it well. It's not the first time Burry has made incendiary or controversial claims and then deleted his Twitter account, Fortune pointed out. In April, Burry warned about a financial market crash and then deleted his account. He returned for a week in June to warn of a massive bubble and market crash, then vanished from the social network yet again. Earlier this year, the Securities and Exchange Commission started taking a closer look at Burry's social network activities, Fortune reported. The regulatory group started peering into the actions of Scion Asset Management, Burry's investment firm. Burry's claims in the past have not been completely off the marks. Burry predicted the 2008 housing bubble, crash, and resulting financial crisis. As of midday Monday, Bitcoin has dropped from its high point to $61,866.30. But as the first Bitcoin futures-based ETF is set to debut on the New York Stock Exchange tomorrow, according to CNBC, Bitcoin could continue to climb. ETFs, after all, will lend further legitimacy to cryptocurrency. Ian Ballina, CEO of the data and analytics firm Token Metrics, told CNBC that crypto ETFs will be probably the biggest endorsement from the SEC for crypto. He added, "This will be a floodgate of new capital and new people into the space." Raoul Pal, however, makes it clear that Michael Burry is wrong about this. In this interview done by Jaspreet Singh with Raoul, they discuss how crypto is well on its way to reaching $200 trillion. Michael James Burry is an American investor, hedge fund manager, and physician. Burry is best known for being amongst the first investors to foresee and profit from the subprime mortgage crisis that occurred between 2007 and 2010. Raoul Pal, on the other hand, is a former hedge fund manager who retired at 36, is a co-founder of Real Vision, a financial media company offering in-depth video interviews and research publications from the world's best investors. For Raoul Pal, there are currently 4 cryptocurrencies that can potentially grow as BTH and ETH did in their early days. Raoul Pal, former executive of investment bank Goldman Sachs and current CEO of Real Vision, revealed what are the cryptocurrencies that could grow almost exponentially like they did Bitcoin and Ethereum in these times. As for these last two, in the last 5 years, BTC grew more than 9,200%, while ETH appreciated more than 31,500% in the same period. These values translate into average annual figures of 1,840% and 6,300% respectively. Although they could continue to grow at a similar rate, little by little they are approaching more of a maturation stage in which they would enjoy more stable and consolidated behaviors. So it's necessary to investigate alternatives more new to get returns of this style in the future. The next industry leaders. In this sense, Pal believes that there are 4 cryptocurrencies that could follow this path and become the next industry leaders. It's about Solana, Terra, Avalanche, and Polkadot. Ethereum is exactly following, and I mean exactly, Bitcoin in 2017, both in price and price structure. I bet Solana is following Ethereum in 2017. If anyone was in the market at this time, Ethereum was the rocket ship. That took everyone by surprise. And guess what? The graphics are identical, said the expert in the Best Business Show. And the prices are the same. Solana is exactly following Ethereum. Ethereum is exactly following Bitcoin. It's as if the magic is in the adoption of this network, he added. Raoul Pal, former executive of the investment bank Goldman Sachs, detailed why he believes that other cryptocurrencies will have a similar explosive behavior. He also detailed why he thinks the other cryptocurrencies will have similar explosive behavior. The others that are in that phase of rapid growth and rapid adoption, where you see exponential price increases more than anything else, are obviously Terra, probably Avalanche, and probably Polkadot, and I think they will all do well in this cycle. Another investment guru's prediction on Bitcoin. Last June, Michael Burry posted a tweet in which he was interested in cryptocurrencies, asking how he could short invest in them, although he clarified, with such volatile instruments, it's always better not to trade short. He became famous after his bet against mortgages high risk was immortalized in a book and on film, The Big Short, marketed in Latin America as The Big Bet. Michael Burry, the fund manager who became known for betting against mortgages high risk in 2008, criticized cryptocurrencies. Currently, the head honcho of Scion Asset Management blocked your Twitter profile for new users. Earlier, however, he referred to the army of crypto fans and bots commenting on his tweets. This expert, who anticipated the crisis of 2008, warned that the great cataclysm in the markets will come due to the collapse in corporate debt. He described the huge number of real and fake profiles as impressive and argued that speculation was reaching unknown limits throughout history. It's not the first time that Burry has criticized cryptocurrencies. At the time, he also called Shiba Inu useless. He also ridiculed the increase in the price of Dogecoin and warned that BTC was a speculative bubble fueled by huge amounts of leverage and vulnerable to government crackdowns. Burry compared the current popularity of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to the real estate boom of the mid-2000s and the dot-com bubble. They have been propelled by speculative fervor to insane heights, from which the fall will be dramatic and painful. His business in the real estate sector brought him fame and money, but he has also made investments in GameStop. In fact, he paved the way for the company's stock contraction in January 2021. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorstep. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough, wide-spectrum research on the topic. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Michael Burry Secrets. Bye!